Good morning. It's 4 a.m. We're on our way to Kemptville, Ontario to meet Joanne. We're hoping that Joanne gets her bird today, as she had her opportunity last year, but she just didn't feel comfortable with the shot. So we think another year of practice is going to put her in a better position for today. This is actually the second day of our turkey camp. So yesterday was an educational day where we talked about what we do, how and why. We had a really good group of attendees with lots of great questions. So this is the second follow-up day where everybody is now going out on a guided hunt this morning. Weather's beautiful, or supposed to be beautiful once the sun comes up here in about an hour. So we're excited for today. I think it's going to be great for everybody in the group, so stick with us. Everybody, thank you for coming, and this is the first ever New Outdoors educational event, so hopefully everybody enjoys it. And the big thing I want to say is, some of the courses I used to do, I believe that, you get as much out of it as what you put into it. So I really want people to ask questions. I mean, I have sort of a course layout of the things that I want to talk about. My biggest sort of goal is to do as much hands-on stuff outside as we can. Like, there's obviously lots of YouTube channels that you can visit and see different things. And what I'm going to show you, it's not the only way to do things, but it's sort of the way that I've learned to do it over, 12 years basically of guiding now. So with that, I think I'll ask us just to do a quick roundtable, say, maybe your name, where you're from, and what I'm most curious in is, what your hunting experience is, whether it's with other animals or specifically to turkey, just so I can sort of gauge where we're all at.
I'm Joanne. I'm not saying my age. And I am from a non-hunting family, all workaholics, and I'm a workaholic. And I'm in retail, self-employed, service industry, retail industry, and then COVID hit. Mm-hmm. So now I can't work, we're closed. I'm a curler, I can't curl, all the sports are down. Can't golf. And I couldn't go to my cottage, which was on the Quebec side, borders are closed. So I'm sitting at home like this. And then I find out some people are hunting. I'm totally not hunter. So I figured, but they're getting out, they can go. Yeah. I need to get out. I need to have a hobby or a sport. So make a long story short, got interested into it, and to make even a faster story, which I had the privilege to go turkey hunting with Rob, bear hunting with Rob, and moose hunting at Rob's. Mm-hmm. So
it was a good year last year.
It was a good year.
It was fun.
It was fun.
There wasn't,
But so I obviously, when I got the interest of hunting, I got my PAL, I got all my courses done, and here I am today.
Yeah.
And it was fun, actually. So one thing I want to say with Joanne's turkey hunt last year, which was awesome and I was super happy, is it was an incredible morning. We had gobbling all over and birds and in and out in front and stuff. But credit to Joanne, she just didn't feel comfortable taking the shot when the birds were in front. And at the end, I think you either felt bad or you weren't sure how I was going to feel or whatever, but I was actually really proud of you, because I'm like, the last thing you want, especially as a new hunter, if you're getting into something, is you don't want to, wound an animal and lose it, and then you're going, oh my God, that was a horrible experience, I never want to do it again.
Okay, so getting ready. We're heading for a blind. Weather's perfect, no wind, nice and crisp, ready to go.
you know, that we're sort of ideally, my mind of ideal is that you're on the edge of a field. Maybe it's a cut cornfield, maybe it's cut soybean, whatever. Generally speaking, with ground blinds, there's two styles. You have what's called a hub style blind. It's definitely my preference. Or you also have these, it's kind of like a spring loaded blind. So I brought both that we can play with both and set up both, but we'll start with the hub style. And I love ground blinds for a bunch of reasons. Number one, and I think also like for you guys as new hunters, you know, it's sort of like I was saying with that bug suit. You can put it over top of everything. So if you don't want to maybe go out and get a whole new hunting suit, you know, you can put that bug suit over as far as for camouflage. And when I'm guiding, I love these because again, there's lots of room. There's room for two. And if I do have a client that is moving around that much more, it conceals it all. So with these hub style blinds, these middle pieces, they all just go down. You kind of let it fall open. And what you're looking for is the roof. So with this one's easy to see because it's kind of bleached from the sun. So you do that. I generally will put 1 foot just to hold it down. And this probably won't work because you're all here. Nope. There we go. So you just pop the roof. Then I flip it on its side. And this sounds like it might have a broken pole. Nope. Good. I do believe I use 3 decoys like 90% of the time. I almost just think the other one's more of a confidence builder. So my normal setup, 10 paces from the blind. I'm actually gonna do this, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that's my upright. I'm a believer that that's probably more realistic because I'm already closer to the bush line. When you're closer to the bush line, you have more chance of a predator coming out to get you. So I think a turkey is more likely to be up, alert, looking around, and aware. So we have our hen at 10. We're gonna put our Jake at another 10. And there's sort of, I generally go 2 ways, 2 setups. I either do it pretty much in straight line to the shooter, Jake right in the middle, or offset to the side. I always do the alert up close, and whether it's a second hen decoy, it doesn't have to be a feeding hen, but if I have a feeding hen, I like putting it out the farthest, again, because if a turkey comes over a hill or around a corner, if that's the first one it sees, it reinforces security and safety because it's a feeding hen. It's not scared, it's not alert, and if he comes in, you know, that much more and then sees these guys, you know, it's basically already committed and sold to the, you know, the game you're kind of trying to put out there.
Soon I'll do some soft calling just to let them know we're here. So there's at least 2 in front of us, at least 2 behind us. And then there's other ones that were farther.
So to use a pot call, you don't want to put your hand necessarily under, because that's what's called the sound chamber. That's where the sound is going to emanate out from. So I more or less hold it between my thumb and middle finger. If you hold it flat, you put your pegs straight down on it, cant it off about 15 degrees. So I mean, I never hold it straight. I usually angle it, but it's the same thing when I get on here. And I always start with just a soft, quiet, just that. You drag to get that purr. And you can either do straight down or you can do like a small C. And then it's just a matter of sort of mixing it all together. So if you do that again, just as I went faster, more clucks, that's just expressing more excitement by the bird. So say, if you see a hen or if you get an answer, you're going to want to pick up the pace to show your excitement. But again, then you have to read the bird, because if it's a tom, as I mentioned earlier, the natural state is he's going to gobble and he's going to expect the hen to go to him. What's important for us as hunters? Does anybody know sort of what the rule is of what's the key ID feature in order to shoot it? Yeah, beard, right on. So this is the beard. All turkeys, all toms. If it's a Jake, which is like a year-old turkey, it's gonna have probably anywhere from just that little bit sticking out to yesterday. Actually, we had 4, and it's what I would call an early Jake. So it was from an early hatch last year. They were very close to being mature toms, and they probably had a good 4 inches probably. But anywhere that's sort of 2 to 4 inches beard, sticks straight out sort of thing. As you get older birds, it grows longer and it'll start to sort of sag down a bit as it gets longer. So yeah, and there are bearded hens as well. They're rare. They're not like crazy rare. I mean, it's not like you should buy a lottery ticket if you see one, but they're there's not a lot of them, but there's enough of them out there. Legally, you can shoot a bearded hen. It's one of those from a management point of view. If you take a hen, well, they're not obviously going to nest, so it might depend on your area and how desperate you are, kind of thing, if you want to shoot a bearded hen or not.
That's actually that's a bearded hen. That would be a legal bird to shoot if you wanted to. See a little beard sticking in.
I see them.
Yeah, one just. Yeah, definitely redheads on there. Now they're getting excited. You can slowly bring your shotgun up to your shoulder.
Okay.
They're jakes, which is fine.
Something else, just while I'm thinking about it before you pull the trigger, often they'll come in groups, so you can only shoot. In Quebec it's different, you can shoot 2 turkeys in one day. In Ontario you can only shoot 1 turkey per day, so you really want to be careful. Quite often they'll come in and their heads are doing this in a group, so you have to make sure you wait until one splits off, that you have a clean shot, that you're only going to take 1 bird at a time.
Okay, safety off. So, if you can shoot that one with his head up in front.
Can't see it yet.
Okay. They're gonna come over to the right.
You're gonna tell me?
Yeah, whenever, if you can see that one with his head up, just make sure the other bird doesn't come
Yeah,
behind.
they're lined up.
The one on the right. You got it. Okay, safety on. And barrel up, put it in the corner.
All right.
And you got it.
I got it.
Way to go. That's your redemption bird.
Redemption bird.
All right, let's go out and get him.
All right.
And there he is.
My first bird.
Here, I'll hold the shotgun. You can check him out.
Thank you. So, what am I supposed to do? Check the tail or
Check for...
roll him over?
Yeah, well, we just look for the... So again, he's a Jake. He's just got a small little beard in here, about 1.5 2 inches.
Okay.
So yeah, Jake.
Neat.
And again, his rounded spurs.
That is
And we'll
super
get a
big
bunch
bird.
of pictures of you with his tail fanned all out.
Nice.
Yeah, great job. Great
Sorry.
shot. Didn't move, didn't go anywhere.
Sorry, buddy. Here's my tag.
Oh, look at you. Is that a little knife for notching or?
It's a little pen.
Okay. So basically what you need to do is rip the corners.
Rip the corners.
So today is May 1st, right? And then at the bottom, it'll be 7, we'll say 7 a.m. You got her.
About a.m.
Yep.
There we go. My
Perfect.
first rip.
That's it. Well, you got it. Congrats on your bird.
Thanks, Rob.
No problem. And let's we'll pick it up and we'll get it out of here.
All right.
Okay. Well
Thanks.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah, bet. Cool. Now I look like a jerk because I'm not carrying the bird. And that is a wrap for our 2022 turkey camp, the first weekend out of our 2. We had a great day yesterday where, again, we provided our seminar. I think everybody learned something and enjoyed it. Today was great because they were able to go out with their guides and put into practice what they learned yesterday. Out of 9 participants, we had 5 birds shot. We had everybody at least saw birds or heard birds this morning. So again, it was a super day to end a super weekend. We couldn't be more happy for Joanne getting her first turkey today. And yeah, so that's just, everybody is really happy. I'm really happy. And if you want to learn more about turkey hunting or hunting other species, please be sure to follow us on Facebook and our various social media accounts, YouTube especially. And if you ever want more information, check us out at newoutdoors.net.